Hey, upper graders, it's Miss B, your school counselor. Because I'm not able to go into all of our classrooms at this moment in time, I am recording our life skill lessons in this format and sending them to your teachers. So I will do our little presentation in a moment. Before I do that, I would like to invite you to take a couple deep breaths and really allow yourselves to be present and focused on what we are learning in this lesson. And if you ever notice that your mind is wandering, just bring yourself back to your breath and help yourself stay focused and present. Towards the end of the lesson, we will have a little meditation practice that I would like us to go through together. So we will have another opportunity to help calm ourselves. Let's see, I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. All right, my friends, our life skill for this month is empathy. And one of our toolbox tools is actually the empathy tool. So I thought I would review that first. As upper graders, one of your jobs at our campus is to be good role models for our little ones. And when you're older, understanding and practicing empathy is usually a little bit easier for you. So I would really love it if you guys would remember and have this tool in your back pocket if you ever notice that other kids are needing some help, or maybe kids at home, your brothers or sisters. So what is the empathy tool? First of all, the slogan for the empathy tool is, I care for others, I care for myself. So please say that to yourself in your head. I care for others, I care for myself. And the hand gesture for this tool is this. It's kind of like you're doing a seesaw with your hands. Okay, up and down. And the icon for this tool is a level. So we have 3 pictures of levels here on the right-hand side. You may have seen these lying around before. It might be something you have at your house, or if you know anyone who works in construction, they probably have things like this because you need it for building and making sure that things are even. So for example, you might use a level to hang up a picture frame. So if you're hanging up a picture frame, you don't want it to be crooked like that. You want it to be nice and flat and level. So the reason we have this icon of the level and that we do this as our hand gesture is because when we use empathy, we want to balance other people's needs, their moods, their wants, and their situation with our needs and our wants and our situation. So that is why we practice empathy, to keep those two things in balance. So we're not being selfish and only thinking about ourselves, or we're not sacrificing ourselves entirely and only caring about other people. We want to keep that in balance. All right. Have you ever heard the saying, put yourself in someone else's shoes? Just think in your head about it for a moment. Have you ever heard that? To put yourself in someone else's shoes. Now, if you have heard that saying, how do you think it relates to empathy? Some of you may have thought to yourself, well, if I put myself in someone else's shoes, maybe I could understand them better, or I'd know what shoe size they are, or I'd know what their life is like, something like that. And all of those would definitely be true. So empathy is noticing how another person is feeling and being able to understand what that is actually like for them. So when you walk in someone else's shoes, you are able to really understand what they are experiencing. I have some tips for all of you for being your most empathic selves. And tip number 1 is to take care of yourself first. So if you are noticing that you're having a tough day, or you're managing big feelings or difficult to have feelings, maybe you're dealing with sadness, grief, anger, confusion, anything like that, then you need to use other kinds of feel-good activities. You might need to use like your other toolbox tools like your breathing tool, your quiet safe place tool, your garbage can tool, and do those sorts of things to help you feel better. So that way you can interact with the people around you with a lot more kindness. So definitely always do that first. Then my other tip is to talk to people. Ask them how they are doing. Ask them questions about themselves, about what they like and what they don't like, and about their life. Asking other people questions and talking to them is a great way to show empathy and to show that you care about them and their life. My next tip is to think before you speak. Some people have foot and mouth syndrome where we just say things without thinking about it, and that happens. However, I really want to encourage you to think before you speak as much as you possibly can, because when you do that, then you are able to think about how your words will affect the other person. Another thing you can do is look at the person you're trying to have empathy for and take note of how they look like. Like, do they look sad? Do they look worried? Do they look confused? And then based on how they look, you can interact with them appropriately and treat them in a way you would think would be helpful for that situation. Lastly, and in my opinion, most importantly, you can show empathy by listening to people and being patient with them. When you really want to have empathy for someone, you don't want to interrupt them. You want to listen as much as you possibly can and just be there for them. You can't always fix what someone else is going through, but you can be there for them in a real way by listening and being patient. Okay, now we are ready to participate in a little meditation. This is called a loving kindness meditation, and there are a lot of these that you can do. I love a guided meditation. It's my jam. And I really like this one because it helps us feel compassion for ourselves and empathy for other people. So we will listen to a few minutes of this. Please get comfortable wherever you're seated. Put your feet on the ground. Get your spine straight, have some good posture, and use your breathing tool. And let's listen.
Hi, it's Dr. Pearl here, and we're going to do a loving kindness meditation today. So please take a comfortable seated position, either in a chair or cross-legged on the floor or on a cushion, with a nice upright posture. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, a few deep cleansing breaths. So inhaling and exhaling. And for the first step in this meditation, I'd like you to begin thinking about somebody that you love unconditionally. So someone you love unconditionally, and with that person as your focal point, recite these 4 lines, either silently or aloud. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you live with ease. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you live with ease. And now I'd like you to repeat that with yourself as the focus. So now you say either aloud or silently to yourself, may I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be happy. May I live with ease. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be happy. May I live with ease. Now I'd like you to think of somebody who's a fairly neutral person in your life. You know, you don't like or you don't dislike them particularly. It could be like the barista or the checkout person at your grocery store. So somebody you feel fairly neutral about. So have them as the focal point. Think about them as you say, may you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you live with ease. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you live with ease. And now, as the focal point, I'd like you to think about somebody who perhaps irritates you or annoys you in some way. So have them as your focus, see them in your mind's eye as you tell them, may you be safe, may you be healthy, may you be happy, may you live with ease. May you be safe, may you be healthy, may you be happy, may you live with ease. So now I'd like.
All right, I'm going to stop it there. And now that we've completed that exercise, you can bring your awareness back to whatever room you are in. And
Hi, it's Dr.
And I wanted to end by sharing a quote with all of you. I haven't been able to find who to credit for this quote because apparently lots of people seem to have said it. But this quote goes, "Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle." And I always relate this quote to empathy because you always want to try your best to understand what someone else is going through, to understand what life might be like for them. And when you do that, you're much more likely to treat them with kindness. And a lot of times we don't know what all someone is going through. So always choosing empathy and kindness makes for a much better world. So please use your empathy tool always. I wish you a very good month, and I'll see you around soon.